Hello everyone, I'm Frazier2198.
And I'm Sam Eden TV.
And today we're going to give you our impressions for the summer season of the 2016 anime summer season, as I said before. Alright, so we're going to be talking about some shows, and we'll start off with a show that's conveniently placed as first, is 91 Days. Also, if you want to know what we're talking about, link in the description below to AniChart, where you can read the descriptions yourself or follow along in this video. So, I'll read the first one, Sam will read the second one, so on and so forth. So, 91 Days is a classic mafia drama that takes place during the Prohibition era, where the law has no power. Where the lawless district, the law has no power. The mafia rules the streets, and the illegally made liquor flows freely. Oh, it's like that's one Simpsons episode. Okay, I get it. No, but do you remember where they ban alcohol and they have to make alcohol themselves, right? So I think I'm getting it. Okay. So, but after a mafia dispute ended in the murder of his family, he went into hiding. Later, Avilo receives a letter from a mysterious person that ignites his passion for revenge and leads him to return to Lawless. There, he infiltrates the Venetti family. That's so Italian. The Venetti family and gets close to Nero. That is ancient Greece. All right. So my prediction or overview. It doesn't say how many episodes it's gonna be. So I'm thinking maybe your typical 13 episodes. Usually it's that long.
My money's on 12. It looks pretty.
Looks pretty 12-ish, yeah. It's also saying it's original, so it's not adapted from a manga or a light novel, which a lot of people hate light novel anime. I don't know why, but they just do. So it's original. So
depends on the light novel.
That is also true. So they got this going off in this also. That's pretty nice. It's a mafia story. So how do you think that's gonna go? Because the only mafia anime I've watched was Baccano, but that's an league in its own, really. That's all I have saying.
Yeah, it's in that because 91 Days I've seen get quite a lot of attention recently, and I think the only reason for that is because it doesn't look like a typical anime. If you know what I mean.
It's not a high school setting.
Joker Game got like the same, because Joker Game was getting a lot of hype before that aired, just because it was a World War II story about spies. Like we hadn't seen that before in the show.
Exactly. It's something unique.
So I'm interested.
Well, I mean, the plot isn't anything new, right? Like revenge stories I've seen in anime quite a bit of times. A good example I'd have to say would be any shonen. Any shonen, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of shonens.
Well, revenge stories are like the number one story that's been told.
The thing is with revenge stories, though, it's usually the villains who have these stories. Like, oh, I'm going to attack this village because you guys screwed me over, some shit. It's never the hero that has a revenge story, so I don't think this guy is a hero.
No, the hero usually has revenge. Usually it's both sometimes. Like the hero getting revenge from the villain, and the villain did shit because he was getting revenge.
So, but I don't think this guy's a hero if he works for the mafia. Like, no offense, if you work for the mafia, you clearly are not a good guy. You're just not. I'm sorry, you're not a good guy.
What about Firo?
They weren't good guys, though.
He was a main character.
Yeah, but they weren't good guys. They still killed people, and they still did, typical mafia shit, i.e. getting money from the people you were protecting, but at the same time bullying for money, shit like that. He got a fucking new hat for free.
Honestly, if he's after revenge, he's probably not great.
His family is gone, so he's gonna go kill another family. All right,
I'm all down for a story involving bad people.
I put it as green, so I'm definitely gonna watch it. How do you feel? Are you gonna watch the show? Give it a watch.
What do you mean green?
Yeah, so you put your mouse to it, and then
I didn't even know that.
So it's like green is I'm gonna watch it. Yellow means I don't know. No, green. All right. Next show.
That's a cool feature.
Next show I'll talk about because you haven't
read.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't watched season 1. Next show is Active Raid season 2. This is just basically season 2 of the first season, which I watched and Sam didn't. Season 1 was okay. The ending was stupid. The villain himself was at the end stupid, and he got caught way too freaking quickly, which just made it like anticlimactic as hell. Season 2, I don't know. It's probably just gonna be another villain, typical run and dry, same scenario. I mean, I enjoyed the last season show, but there definitely were problems. Season 2, hopefully it gets better and they flesh out the villain, because these characters have already been built. I don't see them building these characters again, so they'll just probably be building up the story and the main villain again. Probably 12 episodes like last time. I'll give it a watch, definitely, because I already watched season 1. I might as well do it. Sam hasn't watched it at all, so he can screw himself. All right, Sam, the next show you'll be talking about?
Mama to Inazuma, which I think I know what this is going to be. Having lost his wife, math teacher Kohai Inzuka is doing his best to raise his young daughter Tsumiku as a single father. He's pretty bad at cooking and doesn't have a huge appetite to begin with, but chance brings his little family one of his students, Kotori Ida, together for homemade adventures with these three cooks in this kitchen. It's no wonder this dinner table drama is so delicious.
Keyword here is student.
So it's a
keyword here is student.
Yeah.
Okay, no, to be fair though, you watched, what was that movie you watched? Garden of Words or something, where that was the same shit?
Oh yeah, the 15-year-old boy and the 28-year-old woman having a relationship.
Okay, so it's the same thing with this.
Doesn't say they're romantically involved. Just stop jumping.
They will be though. Come on, he lost his wife. This woman's gonna cook with them. Like, okay. First of all, guys who are listening, I'm not dissing this show. I think it's gonna be pretty good. It's probably gonna be, again, 12 episodes. It is based on a manga though, so the manga probably isn't that far in. If it's food based, then it's gonna get wrecked because there's another food show that's airing this season that's gonna absolutely destroy this one. But that's besides the point.
I might just watch this based on the fact that it could easily be better than the other food-based show.
Boy. My prediction. I'm watching this definitely. This is going to be a green. But my concern is one of the tags. It says seinen. I don't think it deserves to be a seinen because seinen is usually like, Gantz, Baccano level type shit. This doesn't.
You say that word weird.
Gantz? Oh, seinen.
No, seinen.
Seinen.
Something about the way you said that was
seinen.
Weird. What does seinen mean? Because I'm pretty terrible with anime genres.
So if you ever watch Gantz, it's just Gantz, yeah. Or Berserk. Gantz Berserk.
Is just like ultra violent and sex.
Yeah, that's what a seinen is. It's just violent or has nudity.
Wait, what? That
I know, right? It's a seinen. I don't know why it's a seinen.
How is that show?
I don't know. Maybe there's like sex. I hope not though. That'd be weird. That would be very weird. I don't know.
Seinen manga are manga marketed to adolescent boys and men old enough to read kanji. So it's meant for... That must be tagged wrong. There's no way that's right.
That's a wrong tag, and you should fix it. Unless it is right, and we're just gonna get a huge surprise, but...
Oh, we could be horribly wrong.
Alright, the next show on the list is something called Amanchu, which sounds like a Pokemon, but it's not. Produced by JC Staff, who have been known to produce good quality shows. It's based on a manga. It's gonna be 13 episodes confirmed, and the story is Hikari Kohinata is a cheerful 15-year-old girl who lives near the ocean. Oh man, they better animate the water good. And spends much of her time diving. Oh, there's gonna be fan service. On her first day of high school, she meets a teacher who also likes scuba diving. There's also a 16-year-old classmate, so there's gonna be like a senpai in this, Futaba, who gets dragged along in Hikari's maelstrom as soon as they meet at school. Tagged as fantasy slice of life. I don't know how to feel about this show. I'm gonna put it as maybe yellow.
Yeah, yellow seems right. Because JC Staff did Flying Witch in the spring season, which actually was really good. And that's also just like a slice of life fantasy show, so it might be on the level of Flying Witch, and it might be crap. Like, there's no way of...
I mean, it looks, just by the image alone, it looks pretty calming, so it might be a very calm show.
Yeah, JC Stuff are good with visuals, so in the very least,
visuals are always nice in the show, definitely, so it looks pretty decent. Again, I put it as yellow because I just don't know. It just doesn't sound that interesting to me. It's just about a girl who likes diving, unless they're gonna make it like anything. I don't see where the story's... It's just gonna be slice of life. Okay, maybe for me, yeah,
slice of life isn't about
exactly. It's just like, hey, this is how we live our life.
Or at least in my experience, it isn't.
Alright, Sam, the next show you can talk about.
Oh, this one. Okay. I'm gonna fucking butcher this name. Angevierge.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
I assume it's French. The story of that trading card game follows what happens when Hyrule... Why is that in quotes? Hyrule portals suddenly open, using 3 different worlds together. As a result, various mysterious exceed powers are awakened in teenage girls. An academy for these so-called progress girls is built in the isolated Siron Island in the Pacific. Red...
Yeah, Silverlink. I'm looking up what this company has produced. It's produced Watamote, and that's pretty much the only show that I can mention that's good from them. Other than that, it's like
they've done shows I recognize.
Yeah, it's all moe. One of them is called Girlfriend. They've done another one is hentai. That's lovely. They did Brave Witches, which I think is Strike Witches. I don't know. Yeah, this just doesn't look that good. I'm gonna put that as
it seems pretty like standard, like the stuff I
Yeah.
avoid.
And it's what, a card game, right?
Yeah, based on a trading card game,
Yeah.
which
No.
stuff like that doesn't have a
No,
good track
definitely.
record.
So I'll give that a rate. I won't watch it. I'm just gonna briefly talk about the second show, Arslan Senki, which is going to the story is the heroic legend of Arslan event announced on Sunday that there'd be a new television series being produced. So basically, I believe this is going to be season 2 of Arslan Senki, but it's only going to be 8 episodes long. My bad.
Yeah.
From the original Arslan Senki. Arslan Senki is like this historical action adventure shonen. I haven't watched the first season. I heard some decent things about it. I know there's a PS4 video game about it. Other than that, I
watched because that aired like summer season a couple of years ago, which is like the season of when I started to watch everything and then gave up like halfway through. And I remember Arslan Senki being pretty solid. So if I watched the first season all the way through, I'm sure I'd be ticking it green because apparently it's great.
I mean, I like the music. I listen to the soundtrack for some reason, but yeah. So I'm gonna for the time being, I'm gonna put it as red because I haven't watched the first season. I might get to it time for this, but as of now, not yet. Oh, the next show looks like something that Sam would definitely like to watch.
Oh yeah. Not even a joke there.
This is the joke. I read it.
Am I reading it or are you reading it? Or
Read
should we
it.
ignore it? Okay. This anime story
Sorry, what's the show
Tsubaki,
name?
a new hire in the A&R department of the... Oh shit, sorry. B Project Kudo.
Asterisk.
Then a symbol.
By
Ambitious.
A1 Pictures. It has to be
Is
asterisk.
that an asterisk? A1 Picture. Okay, I'm fine with A1. For the most part. By one of the major recording company, Gandala Music, Tsubaki is immediately assigned to oversee the idol unit B Project, which is made up of 3 idol groups, Kitakore, Thrive, and
with a capital
Moons.
N.
I don't know why the N in that is capital.
Okay.
This is Tsubaki's first job, and she gets involved in various incidents and accidents as she deals with this group of young men who each have their own differing personalities.
And this is just labeled as music. Okay, so this is basically any other idol show you've watched where there's a female. So basically Utano Prince Sama, or I'm pretty sure there was like Hollywood something. There was something called that. Basically where the girl works with these guys and they all have like different things and they all open up to this girl and they like her, but none of them can get her because in this case nobody ever gets the girl. It's just kind of left ambiguous, which is kind of why I stay away from shows like this, which is why I'm putting it as a red.
I too.
Wait, what's your
put it as a
reasoning?
Red. More or less the same. It just looks pretty, generic.
I like Utano
I
Prince
feel
Sama.
like you could go through any.
It's pretty good.
I don't even know this. I feel like you could go through any season, just pick any season of any year at random in the last couple of years. There's a show like that in there.
Probably. I don't know. It might be fun.
That's actually how I feel about a lot of these shows.
I said the same thing about another similar show where it was Kami no Asabora or something like that. It was basically where these different gods live in the same house. I actually enjoyed that. So I'm just not gonna watch this because it's idol. Only reason I'm watching it is because it's a boy band group idol. That's the only reason. If it was a different element to it, maybe, but because no, not gonna watch it. That's just alright. Moving on. The next show is Battery, which I'm definitely gonna be watching right now because it's labeled as sports. Also drama slice of life. So alright, Arsenal's novels revolve around Takumi Harada, a young man who moves to a mountain town in Okayama Prefecture during the spring break. Before he enters middle school due to his father's job transfer, Takumi is a pitcher, and after he moves, he loses faith in his own talent when suddenly his classmate Koa Nagakura appears in front of him. Ko has a strong desire to form a battery, a combination of pitcher and catcher with Takumi. So basically, this is going to be about the relationship of Takumi and Ko and how they form a relationship of pitcher and batter. That's what the term battery is. I think this would be fun. I'm putting it as definitely I'll watch it. I feel like it'll be different because
very well could be. I'm putting it as yellow just because sports shows aren't necessarily my thing.
I thought you like all the sports shows you've watched though. Name one apart from Princess Stride, but
no, I liked Kuroko no Basket. Didn't care for Prince of Stride, and I honestly don't know if I've seen another sports show.
You should probably I should probably recommend you some other sports shows. There's definitely some out there. Anyways,
I've heard good things about Slam Dunk and Haikyuu, but I just haven't.
Slam Dunk is amazing. I only watched the first 5 episodes of Haikyuu, and it's kind of stupid, but I can see why a bunch of people would like it because it's stupid. But anyways, this is different. This isn't the story of hey, let's make our team number 1 in Japan. It's a story of hey, you and me, we should be the best pitcher and catcher ever. That's what it's saying. So I feel like that could be.
Yeah, that's why it's yellow and not red because there is still the chance
definitely.
That it could be red.
And
because that does kind of remind me of how Kuroko and Tiger teamed up to be the best 2-part basketball.
I'll be your shadow to your light. If the light is stronger, the shadow will also be stronger, or some shit like that. It was good. It was good. It's all good.